Hey guys, we're back with a brand new video. Today we have an album review again. So I just thought I should just get right to it. So our first one is The Cars. And, I always get to do this. So, how we decide, what's all being reviewed is my dad and me both have really big CD collections, music collections, so I listen to one of his albums and one of mine. And it's like every other one, and I've always kind of been doing it. And, well, I'm like, hey, every time I listen to them, I should just review them. So that's what I do. Also, sorry, I just rubbed my eyes. I have a thing, so it's really hard for me to pronounce R's correctly. So if it sounds like there should be an R in a word that I say, like wood, but it sounds like a W-ish kind of R-y kind of thing, there's most likely should be an R in there. So like in Cars, it sometimes sounds weird, so that's why. So the same thing kind of happens with the letter L too. So, yeah. So, first things first, we have The Cars. This is the first album. Sorry. It came out in 1978. There's a thing. Okay, so how you can tell what's mine, what's my dad's, is I always number mine. So this is number 81. Got it in 2019. So there's the track listing. So pretty much this whole album is great. So it's pretty much like every song in here went big. And it's on the greatest hits. Like seriously, like this album is an amazing debut album. So I'm giving this a 5-star review. Oh yeah, also we do reviews, so 1 being the worst, 5 being the best, so that's how we do it, so 5 stars. So next we have the Matchbox 20 North. So this is actually, I recognized a lot of these songs and listened to it. I was just kind of surprised. And it's a pretty good album, so I'll just give it a 4. Okay, next we have the famous Beatles White Album, or just the Beatles. That's actually the original name of the album, but it's just now known as the White Album, mostly because, well, it's white, okay? So there's just a smudge on my glasses, this is bothering me. So, well, there's not much for the cover, but the back, this is mine, album 53, song 18, the album tracks, so this was a double, disc thing. It actually came with a poster, and it's actually on my wall. It's, over there. Yeah, see right there, that poster, yep, the white one right there. So yeah, this is a great album. It has, back in the USSR, oobla-dee, oobla-da, while my guitar gently weeps, Blackbird, Rocky the Raccoon, somewhat famous, also Birthday is on here, Helter Skelter is pretty famous too, sorry, I thought I heard something. Sorry for the interruption. So Helter Skelter is it's probably my favorite song on the album. So it's known as the predecessor of heavy metal music. If you listen to it, it's pretty heavy. So if I remember correctly, the story is The Who came out with a pretty heavy, at the time it was pretty raw song. And so Paul McCartney was like, hey, we need to compete with this. So they came out with Helter Skelter. At the end of the song, you can actually hear Ringo saying, I have blisters on my fingers from banging the drum so hard in the song. So this, I'll give a 5-star review. It's a great album. Next up, more Matchbox 20. So this is, I've got to say with the last ones, the Matchbox 20 North came out in 2004. In the White Album, if I remember, 68. So, is it 60? Yeah, 68. So now this Matchbox 20, More Than You Think You Are. So this is overall was a pretty okay album. Came out, I'm trying to find a year, 2002. So overall, it was a pretty okay album. Came out in 2002. I'll probably give it a 2. or 3. It was kind of okay. It's nice for that kind of background-ish kind of music. Next. Okay, so now this is called Marty, Cassie, and the Lovehammers. And so I'm assuming this is a pretty big song with trees. So this came out in 2006, and let me just say, it rocks. I give like a 1. Didn't recognize a song. I did not recognize the song that they're trying to promote on the cover either. But it was okay, I guess. Okay, now we have the best of Johnny Cash. And this is actually the first greatest hits album I bought with my own money. So, this is The Man in Black. So, this is one of mine. This is number 17. You can faintly see it on the side. Got it in 2017. And this is the track listings. This came out in 1999. Well, even though I got it in 2017, brand new. That's when they first kind of put the album together. It was 1999. So overall, this is actually a really good album. I give it a 5-star review. Okay, I am warning, we're gonna get some weird stuff. Well, we're gonna have something weird, something good, something weird again. I'll tell you, actually no, it's gonna be weird now. Okay, yes, we have Madonna. Here's the story. My dad bought a used car. Okay, it was like an old 1980 Mercedes. He got rid of it a couple years ago because he then bought a Mustang. So when he got the car, you see the reflection of myself on my wall. That's kind of cool. Okay, so when he bought the car, this was inside, like the middle console kind of thing, and was in the glove compartment. And this was actually in this. What's the Mercedes? No, I think he just bought a used car. I don't know the whole deal. How I think it's either my grandpa or my dad bought a used car, and these happen to be in there. So my dad's like, "I'll take them. What the heck?" So I'm saying right now, 1 on all of them, because I'm not a Madonna fan. I've never been a Madonna fan. Okay, so just because I find it kind of weird. So just 1 for all of them now. Okay, Brain Souls almost died in that last one. Okay, now we have the Zombies Greatest Hits. I actually bought this in a record store in Florida called Bananas. It's actually a really good place if you like records. CDs, I highly recommend you go there. All CDs about $8, so it's pretty reasonable. This is the greatest hits of the Zombies. This is my 121st CD, came out in 2019. The album itself came out in 1989. And so, the Zombies, right now, just by looking, she had the Zombies' big songs with it. She's Not There, Tell Her No, Gotta Get a Hold of Myself is pretty good. And 10, The Time of the Season is probably the most famous song. And The Kind of Girl is pretty good, too. The Time of the Season is probably the most recognizable song, and it's famous. It's pretty famous. And what I kind of find funny is that, people, if I go into, I was at Nebraska Furniture Mart about a year or two ago, a year or two ago, and, they had a whole bunch of Zombies records, and I was kind of surprised that everyone likes the Zombies. But I guess everybody likes the Zombies, so it was I can tell why. They're pretty laid back, easy listening stuff. And so I'll give this a 5-star review. You can actually have ZZ Top-Eliminator. This is so this came out around 1983. I knew it. So this is my 131st album. Came out I got in 2019. This is actually so big songs was Give Me All Your Loving, Sharp Dressed Man, and then probably Legs. And TV Dinners surprisingly has a music video too. But I'll go back to the cover because it's amazing. It's one of my favorite covers with the old Ford coupe. This is a pretty good album. Because it had a lot of the 80s popular stuff on it. But the other songs are okay-ish kind of thing, so I'll just give it a 4. So this is called Stairway to Heaven and / Highway Highway to Hell. So this is actually a whole bunch of like the Scorpions, Ozzy Osbourne, Motley Crue, Cinderella, Skid Row, and Bon Jovi, and a couple other bands you don't really like. Jam, I never heard of them. Those people, and some and so it's just a whole bunch of cover songs from like old artists from the 70s and 60s and 50s, like kind of rock and roll pioneers kind of stuff. So the only one that actually somewhat actually went big was the Scorpions. I Can't Explain, and probably Bon Jovi, The Boys Are Back in Town, which you hear on the radio like every once in a while. I Can't Explain it. It's always played on Hair Nation and stuff. And yeah, that's kind of it. Oh yeah, give it like 4 stars, 4. Because, you had, like, Ozzy Osbourne, Motley Crue, all the stuff. They also get, like, these kind of different people that I never heard of before. Okay, next you have the Wings Greatest Hits. So this is actually the last thing I bought with my great-grandma's money before she died. Because every holiday, anything, she didn't go out and buy us anything. She would just go and just give us a card. Like, like, Merry Christmas from great-grandma. And she always put $20 in there. So this was actually the last thing I bought with her money before she died. So it's kind of emotional. She died of January 2019. And actually, the cause was actually supposed to be a Valentine's Day present. And my mom gave it to me earlier because she saw how dead I was inside. But I also forgot to say, for the Cars, that's actually a big pack of all the Cars CDs, except the Move Like This, the newest one that came out like about 10 years ago now. So, but I'm going to review them individually as I listen to them. So, let's get back to the Wings. So, flipping to the back, so it's all my favorites, Live and Let Die. This came out in 2018, so this is fairly new. So this is only the Wings. It doesn't have like Paul McCartney's hits, just all in general. So this is only hits with the Wings, which is pretty much has all its popular stuff anyway. My favorites are Live and Let Die, Genius Farm, Band on the Run. I like Uncle Albert and Admiral Halsey, Hi Hi Hi, and Jet. Well, Jet's probably after Live and Let Die, it's probably Jet, because it just rocks. So, this is the album, number 78, got 2018, yeah, that would be right. Yeah, 2018. Probably the last album I bought that year. Yeah, I'll give this a 5-star. Next, we got the all-time greatest hits of Lynyrd Skynrd. So, I'm just going to say, I'm not a big Lynyrd Skynrd guy. Like, I don't mind them. Like, I can listen to them and not complain kind of thing. Unlike modern music, if I listen to that, I would start complaining that just changed the dang thing. But I don't like how they have Freebird as a live version. But other than that, I was pretty impressed with it. I recognized more than I thought I would. It rocked pretty good too. But it's a pretty okay album, so I'll just give it a 3. Next, we have the very best of Winger. So, Winger is actually starred by a guy named Kip Winger, who last I checked was a yoga teacher. And he's actually a yoga teacher now, last time I checked. It was like on like the MTV, Behind the Music. Yeah, so now the lead singer is a yoga teacher now, apparently. So Winger was late 80s hair band, early 90s, only have 3 albums, but were huge. So the big ones was 8, Can't Get Enough, Easy Come, Easy Go is probably the most recognizable one. Rainbow in the Rose is a good song. Miles Away is an amazing song, that's my favorite. 17 is probably the second most recognizable song. Hungry is pretty good, and Heading for a Heartbreak is pretty good too. So it's just like every song from it is just good. They don't really have bad songs. It's just all good. So I'm giving this a 5-star review. Like, I was thinking, this is probably the most 5 stars I've given, like, in one review. So we have Loverboy Classics. I forgot to say when the other ones came out. Winger came out in 2001. Lynyrd Skynrd was, 2000. Okay, so this came out in 1994. This is a pretty good album, too. Like, even, like, the stuff I don't really recognize that much was pretty good. So, probably gonna give it a 4. Because the stuff I didn't really recognize is pretty okay, too. And that's all I'm really gonna say about this. Oh yeah, I forgot to point up the popular songs. Turn Me Loose, pretty popular. Working for the Weekend's probably the most famous one. And then Loving Every Minute of It is my personal favorite one from them. And then Heaven in Your Eyes was on the Top Gun soundtrack. That was some cool facts there. Okay, so this is the new Who album. I know it's not the one that has all the different pictures on it, because if I did have that one, I would actually go and point out what every one means, because I kind of got a good idea. But from this, the detour, why is there a detour sign? I personally think it's from before the Who was called the Who, they were called the Detour. So that's what I think that's from. Muhammad Ali, I have no idea why that was there. But it's just like, so the whole, like, cover is a whole bunch of Easter eggs. But, like, if I might actually go over it later if I really wanted to. But, so this is a great album overall. It's kind of like what you expect from the Who. You know, it's not like, oh my gosh, you know. It's what you expect. So, the big ones was all the music must fade. Is I've heard that on the radio once. It was on Underground Garage. Forgot what X7 channel that is. But then I've also like the Ball and Chain, Hero at Ground Zero, Street Song, and Break the News. Rock and Rage is pretty okay. So this came out in 2019. So I went and decided I should just look it up. So I did. So right away, so starting from the bottom left corner, the thing called Face Dances, that is an album that was actually reviewed, I think the episode before this. The Batman, I don't know what that is. I think that's a pinball from the Pinball Wizard. Same with the top right corner. Next down there with Batman on the Who Quick One album, which I have yet to review. That's gonna come like long later down the line. They redid the song of Batman. Next, the little like motorbike is from the Who album, which also needs yet to be reviewed, called Quadrophenia, and on the album it shows I think Pete Townsend on a little motorbike like that. I always show what detour means. The top, I've already said that's pinball. There's a Chuck Berry, I don't know, might have been an Idol. The beans up there right next to the left of Chuck Berry, that's from the Who album, the Who Sellout. When I think that has been reviewed, it shows a Roger Daltrey on the cover in a bathtub filled with Heinz beans. So that's where that comes from. I'm impressed with how I knew all that stuff, okay? Like, there was no research. That's just all just no research. That's all just by looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute. So that was the album review. And please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any like comments, questions, answers to questions being asked, complaints, anything, put it down in the comment section below. I tried to reply with, like every comment that's written. I tried to reply to them all if they're all replyable. Like if it's something like random, like just okay. I can't reply to that. I don't know what to say. But yep, hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.